Speed.
Speed. Speed.
Speed.
Hey, while we're here and I'm looking at it, because
Speed.
I totally forgot to when I first woke up, I'm going to take my medication.
Live medication taking.
Mhm.
It's ASMR. I don't hear
I didn't,
anything, but
I don't make noise when
can't you do visual ASMR? Is that a thing?
Hmm.
I don't I've watched ASMR videos before just to see what they were, and it's like just makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, why are they
I,
whispering in my ear? I don't want to.
I love ASMR, but I actually, as you mentioned, visual ASMR, I like visual ASMR more than I like auditory ASMR. A lot of times if I'm like working or something, I'll split screen my monitor, and on one side I'll just have like visual ASMR going on.
What? Give me an example of visual ASMR. What is that?
So a lot of like I like a lot of like hand movements, like just constantly moving hands next
That
to
makes
the.
me very uncomfortable.
I
When you
love
what
it.
you just did, that like freaked me. I got like weird gut feelings. Stop, please don't. I genuinely feel like I'm retracting. I don't like that. Stop.
Like
I
I love
seriously
it.
don't. It's negative for me. I do
I,
not
I
like
love
that.
that. It's so calming to me. I love just hand motions.
I guess the closest thing I could have toward that visually have compared to that visually is like when I put on like the fireplace videos that are 10 hours
Hmm.
and I just have it in the background or like on my I put it on my main TV while I'm doing
Hmm.
things here for audio as well as if I get up and it's like evening I have like, oh, it's a fireplace but it's on my TV.
Yeah.
So that's usually what I do. It's the only thing I
Yeah.
compare it to
Yeah.
because I do not do that stuff otherwise.
Mm. I don't. I typically don't do like I listen to auditory ASMR, but I do the no talking videos, so they're not just whispering in my ear. Usually, they're making like hand sounds or like tapping on boxes or something.
What's a hand sound like?
Yeah, like that stuff. A lot of people, you won't be able to hear it because my mic's not turned up enough, and it's not the right. Well, actually, I could do it on this mic, but it's not turned up enough. But like, just when you,
I can hear that.
oh, you can.
Only for a little. Oh, it like pops in, but that's because Discord's like compressing it and not wanting
Yeah.
to hear
Also,
it.
yeah, my it's not set up for that anyway. But like, yeah, the sound of like if you brush your thumbs across your fingers, it makes like a little like
My fingers aren't
shifting
dry
sound.
enough, so it doesn't make a
Mm,
noise.
mm,
I have like moisture and oils.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, eating ASMR is the worst thing in existence, though.
Eating ASMR.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just eating. I fucking hate it. It's so awful. It's
It
disgusting.
yeah, that's weird. That's a very niche thing. I think. I don't think
Yeah.
that's. It's
Well,
like,
it's really popular, but it is a very like I don't know.
does mukbang count as AS? Is that an ASMR thing?
A lot. I A lot of people do mukbangs on ASMR, but I think it's not always ASMR. You can do mukbangs, and it's not really ASMR centric. But
Do you know who
yeah,
Nikocado Avocado is?
I have no clue who that is.
You don't know who Nikocado Avocado is? The
No.
He's the reason I started thinking about mukbang. Um, he is a guy on YouTube. That's his channel name. His name is not
Hmm.
Nikocado Avocado. His name is like Nick or something. Might be, might be Nikocado. I don't know. But he is a dude on YouTube who is slowly killing himself, eating copious amounts of fast food to a point he's now he had a surgery or something, and he was hospitalized. Now he has to have this thing on his face when he to breathe and stuff. And you
Hmm.
can watch his downfall. So he started this at like he used to be a vegan who was like super skinny, and he like was a skinny dude. And
Hmm.
then you can watch as he starts the mukbang thing, and it just slowly gets worse. And now he's like dying, and it's
Hmm.
like this like dark depraved thing, and people keep like in his comments you'll see people going, I can't wait for the redemption arc and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's pretty crazy. He's going like downhill. I don't know if you're looking it up or not, but
I'm not. I'm actually looking up mukbang
oh
because I wanted to confirm beliefs that I had about it. Uh, yeah, so mukbang is it's Korean and it initially became popular in Korea
yes, I knew that.
because a part of Korean culture is like sharing meals with people. That's like a big thing in
Yeah.
Korean culture. And for me, I eat alone. When like if even if like my family like we make dinner and it's like a thing, I take my meal upstairs and eat alone because I don't like eating around people. Um, I don't like the sounds of eating, and I don't like eating in front of people.
Okay.
So yeah, I despise it. But it mostly became popular because it's a big Korean cultural thing.
Mm. I've never given thought to like eating near people. Never cared too much.
Yeah, I hate it.
I think it's probably, is it the mouth noises? Is that the big one?
Mouth noises make me feel so fucking uncomfortable. But also, I don't like eating myself in front of other people. I feel weird doing that.
That's a I can't. There's like a TV show with an episode of a character who has that like
Hmm.
character trait, and
Hmm.
it was, I don't know. I just remember hearing about it. What was I gonna say? Shit,
Hmm.
I had a thing to say about fucking doing something. Shit, I forgot completely. I'm an idiot. Okay, if I remember it, I'll bring it up. But
Okay.
uh, it was interesting and related to this topic, but I
Yeah.
completely forgot.
I
I
actually came into this with a topic in mind for us to talk about.
You want to talk about it? Let's
Uh,
hit it. Let's hit it.
but it's Call of Duty centric,
Oh
and
my god,
so many of our episodes are already like just
we
Call of
went
Duty.
honestly. We've gone 7 minutes without any. I think it's a new
Yeah.
record.
So we'll talk about it. We might talk about it later
Let's
once
put it
the
on the back
casual
burner.
viewers. Yeah, I'll put
Let's
it on the
put.
back burner. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll just try to go an actual episode without really talking about Call of Duty. So,
We'll try really hard. We'll flex all
so
of
yeah,
our muscles.
for-
Me
it's
when I
like
have
that.
to go for a minute without talking about COD zombies.
It's that meme of that dude with like the veins bulging in
He's
his
like,
face, and he's super. Yeah. Uh, it's spooky season. That's
oh
something.
yeah, I have a pumpkin. Wait,
You have a pumpkin.
I didn't get a big one because I don't have a lot of room where I'm at, and I have nowhere to put it. But I got a small one.
Hey, there you go.
I always buy one every October, and it sits in the building, sits in my apartment until December, and I leave it there over winter break in the
Hmm.
fridge. And I never cut them, so they stay forever. They last literally
Yeah.
forever. So
Yeah. Did you break the stem off, or did you get it like that?
it was like that. It was at
Mm.
Walmart, so
I like getting the ones with super long, like curved
oh
stems.
yeah, they didn't have any like that. They were all like
Mm.
processed and cut.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, pumpkins are cool.
Do
It's the
you
sign.
do you and maybe your family have any like October or like Halloween, this time of year sort of traditions that you do?
Oh, um, not really. We used to go to like a pumpkin patch, but it's expensive, and you can go to Walmart and get them for like fucking like $10.
Yeah.
So not really anymore. For like Halloween, we don't decorate the outside of our house at
Hmm.
all. It looks normal, but
Hmm.
they'll decorate the inside to the point it looks like a fucking haunted mansion.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like like insanely like hay bales in the front entrance, like little hay bales with like
Yeah.
a fake crow in this cage that when you walk by it, a motion sensor goes caw, and then like a ghost that
Hell
does that,
yeah.
and it's like fucking everywhere. And then you go outside and it's just nothing, and it's because those take way much more effort to do.
Uh-huh.
Same on Christmas. For Christmas, we barely ever do lights. If we do lights, they go up on the edge of the door, and that's it. No on the top.
Hmm.
It's all the effort goes to the inside. We even had this strobe light we set on our above our fireplace, and we put on top of the strobe light the Michael Myers mask, And so it
Mm,
flashes with like the eyes flashing, and it's just
yeah.
in the middle of the day. My
Hell
dad,
yeah.
if it's the evening on a weekend, sometimes will put on like this old ass fucking playlist. It used to be a CD. I don't think we have the CD anymore, but it's
Hmm.
like Halloween songs. So it's like
Yeah.
Monster Mash, Purple People Eater, all that
Hell yeah.
crap. It's like that's only like late October though. Usually it's fall stuff for most of it because my mom wants to make the house look nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love that.
that's what we do.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that.
Do you do that? Do you do
I
anything
don't
similar?
I don't decorate much. Um yeah, no, I don't really I don't decorate much. We used to do pumpkin carving
Hmm.
every single year.
We do that too. I forgot about that.
I haven't done it in a while. I never really liked doing it.
Me neither. I
Um,
didn't care for it.
so yeah, no, I don't know. We don't really do any. I personally have like I watch a lot of horror movies. Sort of engross myself in horror media. Around this time of year, I'll, play horror games or read horror stories and shit like that. But I don't really do anything super big or special, I guess.
Mm.
Also, that's nothing real super new because I watch horror movies and stuff all year long. But
I do what I normally do, but with
yeah,
the thought of it being festive.
yeah, exactly.
uh, I don't do like especially since I'm here most of the time. I don't actually like do anything. To me, it's
Hmm.
just a normal month. But I do like the weather starts to turn and
Hmm.
the well last year I think it snowed here in October,
Hmm.
which was a bro moment. But I like the it's not fall weather yet. It's still hot as shit, but it's the
Hmm.
coming fall weather, and then the I don't know the everything is like changing outside. The leaves turn brown, and then
Hmm.
fall. It's just like especially like mid fall is like peak, like because I live in a town that is very diverse in its tree population. Um, it is an arboretum, not the town, but the campuses, which is a tree museum.
Hmm.
And so there's a lot of weird colored things because they all turn different colors. So it
That's
looks
nice.
cool. That's what my favorite
Yeah,
part.
I'm
Halloween
one
is
of the
second.
I'm one of those type of people that on November 1st, I'll post that image, that screen cap from Nightmare Before Christmas, where it's the one dude who's like, "There's 365 days left till Halloween." Like, I'm constantly in that. Like, it's absolutely my favorite time of the year.
Hmm.
Uh, Halloween is the best holiday, by far. And then my birthday is also in October, so really festive, enjoyable month for me. The weather's lovely. I love when it gets just a little colder because I have like 8,000 different hoodies I don't get to wear during the summer, of course.
I love fall and winter clothing. I love
Yeah,
feeling. I
absolutely.
love wearing big coats and like
Yeah,
I don't know. It makes me feel like protected and
yeah.
safe.
It's nice. It's nice. I
I
love
feel
it.
so naked just wearing a t-shirt and jeans or shorts. It's like, ugh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I used to never wear shorts. I would refuse outright to wear shorts. No
I
matter how hot it was, I would always be wearing jeans or like sweats.
I sweat like it's no tomorrow. So if I wear like
Mm-hmm.
jeans, they will literally turn wet and
Mm-hmm.
damp if I wear them. So I have to wear shorts, and I always have in summer. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, apparently, oh, you want to know something I learned last
Mm-hmm.
year?
Tell me.
I am unfashionable.
You
Now,
just
this
now
may
learned that?
not be news to you
Yeah, I was like,
or anyone else, but it's news
all
to me
right.
because no one's ever pointed it out. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't consider myself fashionable at all, but I didn't consider myself unfashionable. I thought I was in like
Right.
standard, t-shirt and shorts kind of thing. No, uh, apparently just grabbing random shit out of your closet
Yeah.
doesn't count as
Yeah.
picking it out, right? And so I was just sitting, we were waiting around this lounge area, and one of my group members for one of the shows I'm on was like, "Are you wearing cargo shorts?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I always have, because I have since I was like 5."
Right.
And she's like, I never see anyone wear those. And they started talking about how they're like out of fashion. I'm like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
But it was like not in like a mean way, like in a fun way. And it
Sure.
was it was like I never realized that like
Gro- So
yeah.
going to like high school with y'all, I always like prided myself a lot on the fact that I was like, I consider myself moderately fashionable, and yeah, no one else in our friend group is. No one else gives a shit at all.
Yeah, I
Uh,
couldn't care less.
yeah, and
For the
so
most part.
I always was like, I look nice. I love fashion too. Like I'm super into like the Met Gala and all those super weird fashion choices and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very very big into fashion. Um,
I can't. Sorry, you said Met Gala, and the first thing I thought of was those memes where it's like, the Mets, baby, the Mets, let's go, Mets, it's about the
mm,
Mets, let's go, let's get a win, Mets. Have you seen those? Have you seen those memes?
no, but you brought up the Mets, so now I'm instantly depressed
I,
because my Mets are uh, a perennial joke.
but yeah, no, I never tried to drip it out really. I'm mainly a if I dress nice, it's like a polo.
We
Uh,
should do we should do a video where we go shopping.
that
And I
costs money.
that's once the sponsorship revenue starts rolling in.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I dress like a. I've been told that I dress like someone who is in between a redneck and like a nerd, like a gamer
Yeah,
nerd. Because
yeah.
I'll wear like fucking cowboy boots and denim jeans and then a shirt that says like I'd rather be gaming right now. I don't actually own that. That's a joke. But I'll own like a shitty dumb shirt like this one.
Yeah,
It's a reference to a fucking show. So it's like dumb shit like that.
yeah.
And it is funny. I find that funny. But I dress like
I,
my parents. I literally am a clone of my dad. My dad
yeah,
dresses like I do. So
yeah.
that's where it comes from.
I feel his is slightly more refined though, because he has that old man wisdom.
Yeah, he wears every day, almost on a daily basis, the opened button up with the rolled up sleeves, which is what
Yeah,
I do in fall and winter. I do not do
that's
it
all
in
right.
summer. He
That's an
does it
all
in
right
summer.
fashion choice.
I do that very frequently in fall, but that's because it's chilly and I want like something in between a sweatshirt and a t-shirt.
95% of fashion is just understanding cohesion and how your pants, shoes, shirt, everything fit together.
Hmm.
And I feel like your dad is like low key dripping because he has perfect cohesion. I don't necessarily like the style because it is very much like older Midwestern guy sort of style,
That's my
but
vibe, though. I do that
but
too.
but his whole fit always fits together thematically.
Hmm.
So he low key has a little bit of drip.
That the funny part of that is that is not conscious. Um, he's been
Hmm.
if I'm aware, if I'm correct, he's like me, where we've been dressing the same way our entire lives.
Yeah,
So he was doing that in the '90s.
yeah.
So I don't know if
It,
that
it
was cool then. I don't know. He just
no.
been it's been going. Like I have pictures of him. He looked the same but with a mullet. So
Mm,
yeah, it's funny to
it.
see that. He also wears like non-fitting shoes, so the shoes
Mhm.
won't be like tonally similar. They'll be like I don't know what they are. They're like Adidas like mixed with I don't know not Vans. What is it? The shoes that
There's
are like tennis
Van-
shoes, but they don't have cool treading on the bottom, and they're like
Vans or
old
Converse.
they're like Converse but made by Adidas. And he wears
Mm,
these gray like almost like young people shoes, like very like hipster-esque shoes with
yeah,
like this fit. And I'm like this is not totally correct, but
yeah.
it's
I the one area of my uh fashion choice and how I put everything together that I don't like all that much is my shoe choice, and it's mostly because I don't have much of a choice.
Shoes are
Um,
expensive, so
Shoes are expensive. I used to wear a pair of high top Converse that were two-tone. There was some brown and black, and people say brown and black don't mix. Yes, they do. You're lying to yourself.
why
They
would it
they
not mix?
because it's just that's how colors work. But brown and black can work just fine. Um, Mine looked gross because every October because October is breast cancer awareness month. Every October I replace my shoelaces with pink shoelaces.
Mm-hmm.
But in those Converse that I've been wearing for the past 2, 3 years, I got too lazy to switch them back out to like black laces.
So they were pink
So
perpetually.
so they were perpetually pink shoelaces.
Oh
I
wow.
need to change. I got
Uh, great
those are the shoes
240p image there.
Okay, well,
It was
hey,
just a black shoe. It was a
okay, well,
silhouette.
I got black Tims on.
You wear them inside like all the time?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Well, I'm like I don't make sense. Um, because I'll wear shoes inside, and then when I'm going outside to like walk around my yard, I go barefoot.
That's very
So
backwards and
I'm
strange.
very weird, but yeah, I got these pair of black Tims because they're black, and black goes with everything.
All black,
Um,
everything.
so I don't have to worry about matching things. But I haven't. I need to go get a pair of orange, or not orange. I need to go get a pair of pink shoelaces to swap out with these. Um, but I bring that up because you mentioned Vans, and I recently, um, Vans released a horror collection.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and I may or may not have just spent hundreds of dollars buying shoes and hoodies from the Vans horror collection.
I was on Twitter and
Using a
someone I follow on Twitter bought the exact same shoes as you.
Yeah.
Uh, the I forgot what it was called. They're like striped. I can't remember.
There's the Kruger shoes, the Freddy Krueger shoes.
Kruger.
Those are what I sent in
Claw
the
guy.
what?
Claw
Yeah,
guy.
Claw Guy. Claw Guy.
I'm also like remembering his origin and going, that's a bit weird.
Oh, he's so fucked up.
I was like, wow.
It's great though. It's great. The OG Nightmare is one of the best horror movies of all time.
Maybe. I've
It's
never seen the
so
original
good.
Nightmare.
But yeah, I did cop the Kruger shoes. So I'll show those off probably
Copping
next
Krugers,
episode.
bro.
Copping with Krugers. I also got another pair of shoes that I won't spoil because they're fucking dope and I love them.
They
But
are, I'm guessing, I'm gonna guess.
okay, you guess.
Um, is it from the same collection? Uh, Friday the 13th themed shoes.
So I wanted to get some Friday merch, but all the Friday merch that they have is dog water.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
it's
the shoes are lame. I'm not. You can stop guessing.
Alien
You
from
can stop guessing.
Aliens.
I don't think they had Alien in
They
the collection.
there was a company, there was like a fashion company
Mm.
that did like Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
merchandise from like RE2, and they had
Mm-hmm.
these shoes in a similar style to those, like build wise. They
Mm-hmm.
also had ones that were like boots, but they had the RPD like on the side,
Yeah.
and they were like the blue, and it had, I think, on the front, on the tongue, because it was a boot, so the tongue goes up. It had
Right.
the RPD crest, and I was like, oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
They were cool looking, but they were
Yeah.
also like $400.
They had so the Vans horror collection was Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Lost Boys, Shining, It, and Gremlins. I want to say.
Gremlins.
I
Ugh.
love Gremlins as a
Gremlins.
movie.
Gremlins is a fine movie, but Gremlins clothing seems
It
fucking
yeah.
foul.
Yeah.
It's a hoodie
Yeah.
and it says "Don't feed them after midnight."
I don't I didn't
Dumb
look.
shit.
All I saw the Gremlins shoes, and they were not the best. So I kind of skipped over the Gremlins
It's just a
merch.
Furby with a hole cut in it to put your foot in.
Oh my god, I, I hate you.
uh, on the topic of fashion,
Hell yeah.
I am a huge fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is an anime.
Yes,
And, well,
I've heard of it.
it's a manga, but they turned it into an anime. I've
That's
consumed all of it, whether it's be the either or. But
right.
this is relevant because the guy who writes it
Hmm.
is a fashion like fanatic.
Yeah.
All of the characters dress like runway models.
Right.
All of them from day one to day end. Like since it started to be its runway models, everyone is like doing this and shit.
Hmm.
And it's like I was like, oh, that's cool. I love this show. It's great. I'm gonna try to find merchandise. So oh, I'll find a
Hmm.
shirt. They sell shirts that are normal, but they're like shitty because it's like
Mm.
an image pasted on the thing. But they also sell. I found official licensed merchandise, whole ass suits, ties,
Yep.
whatever with like patterns, and it's almost like it's like thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for these. It's like holy shit. That's what happens when the dude who makes it is like a fashion dude because he's gonna like
Yeah.
license. They made watches that are like fucking off the charts expensive, like earrings and like necklaces and it was insane. I was like looking
I want
through
to get.
this. It's crazy.
I want to see you in a full JoJo's like purple suit.
Oh, they did have a purple one actually.
What?
They didn't, even though one of the main villains wears a purple suit. They
He's the
didn't.
only one that I can like. Anytime you say JoJo's, that
You,
one character in the purple
the
suit is the
one
one I think
you
of.
think of Yoshikage Kira. No, I don't think they had that one because it was merch for part 5, which is a different part.
He was the one in that clip, that meme clip where he's like sipping the wine or whatever, and then he starts kicking the dude on the ground, right?
No, that's a Bakio. That's from part 5. The goth guy who's got like the big cut in his shirt with the laces and the
I
belt buckle with
obviously
an A.
I don't. I have
The
never
guy
watched
sip. I
JoJo's
know. I know.
Heroic.
I know. I'm not expecting you to,
Yeah,
but
no, I'm making that clear for all the JoJo's fans watching.
the fucking that dude is not Kira. They don't make a purple one for him. They can't make their clothing because it would cost infinitely too much
Yeah, yeah.
to make it of that quality because it's so off the charts insane. Like the
Mm,
guy has a suit and tie with holes cut in it, like he's fucking Swiss cheese.
mm,
But they make suits for one of the characters has like a pattern on his clothes, and they put the pattern on a suit.
mm,
So it's way more like tasteful too. It's not like
mm.
giant character face. It's like a tasteful, like only fans would get it. Which is
Only
why there
fan.
were a few
The
there were
JoJo's only
the
fans.
JoJo's only fans. There were a few jackets and stuff. I was like, shit, I might cop this, but it was just I would
You
have to
sh-
like import
hey,
everything.
hey,
It'd take forever.
once that sponsorship money rolls in, I
Yeah,
want to see you in a big purple suit.
dripped out. They had a reversible coat, like a jacket,
Right.
where one side was like it looked like the fall camo from Modern Warfare 2,
Gross.
but it wasn't leaves. It was like camo pattern, and if you reverse it, it was normal camo, and it had like the stand from I don't know if you what stands are, but it had the stands like logo on the back. So
I have no
it was
clue what to say.
drippy as shit. If I can find a picture, I'll send it to you after this. But it was fucking drippy.
Aren't stands just the JoJo's version of like quirks from My Hero?
No, well, stands of a physical thing. They like exist. It's a person usually that stands next to him, and then the name Stan starts to make sense. It stands by you. It's
That
literally like
seems
it's like a Pokemon, but shaped like a person, and only people with other Pokemons like those can see it.
that's
It
okay.
sounds super stupid, and it is for the first introduction of it, and then you get to part 8, and it's a dude who has an ability where if he is in the room above you and you hurt yourself, he can control where you hurt yourself, but he has to be directly above you.
I don't think this show's for me.
It's not. It's not for everyone. I never go like. I never force people people because that shit is weird. It's called Bizarres of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for a reason.
Yeah,
But to loop it back
yeah,
to fashion, yes,
that shit's wacky.
I hate merchandise that is just an image on a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this actually in our first or second episode where we talked about if we were to make merch, we don't want our just logo on a shirt
Yeah,
because that would be boring. We'd probably do that anyway.
but I don't want to. Not big. Like
No, no, no. We need it.
it's like
We need it so big it cuts off. It's just like you can
no.
barely see it. You can see the
If
pixels.
if we do like, I want to. Firstly, if we do that, I want to like our own like stylized beer mug instead of just the ones we have now. But if we do that, like just over like the breast pocket type area,
Hmm.
I think that would be fine because it's very small, muted. But yeah, generally, if we make one, I want it to be dope as hell,
I
not just our logo.
the Mars flag shirt that we inevitably make needs to
Yeah.
be. I need you to make like a whole ass outfit, but that's in it. You wearing the Mars flag shirt.
Yeah, hell
Like
yeah.
everything, it's all try hard, but the shirt is your face in 240p doing a thumbs up for the Mars flag. Like that would be the funniest shit. If it's like,
Yeah,
it's like you see that shit on like a dripped out like that.
yeah.
That'd
Super
be
dripped
great.
out in like crazy expensive streetwear, and then just my face on a shirt going,
Over like a webcam.
yeah,
I will
yeah,
when we inevitably make that, I will go back to that episode and find a cutout of your webcam. I will cut out. It'll
yeah,
be that quality.
yeah.
It's going to be great. That's
It's
episode
gonna be
2.
fucking awesome. That
Look
and
how far we've come.
commit a crime shirt, I'm excited for.
Commit a crime, your face in 240p. There's a lot of good ideas.
Hmm.
A lot of good ideas for epic
Yeah,
drip.
yeah,
Absolutely soaked.
yeah.
Fucking moist.
Moist.
We need to bring that. Moist is a representation of like drip. We need that to be like, dude, he's moist.
Just moist.
That guy is moist right
I'm
now.
all right with that. There's a thing. People don't like the word moist. I love the word moist.
I
I
love
think it's
moist.
fun.
I love its description for like cake and like bread because
Hmm.
it's like the perfect descriptor word. It's
Yeah,
like if it's you get a good cake, it's like it's moist. Like that is a moist cake.
that is a moist cake.
Couldn't you technically say a dank cake because it's warm and wet?
Yeah,
It's a dank cake.
it's a dank cake.
It's a dank, moist,
Yo,
wet,
this
sopping
cake
cake.
is so dank.
Yeah, how to sound like you're from 2015 and 10 Easy Steps.
Yeah.
This is dank and epic sauce, right, guys? Pwned.
Stop.
Get pwned.
Get pwned.
I heard
Yeah.
someone say creamed, unironically. They said, man, they just got creamed. And I was like, what the fuck? That sounds like, bro, you gonna bust on him, bro? Like, the fuck?
Bust on him?
You gonna bust on him?
The fuck?
Is there any,
Yeah,
like,
and creamed is just a sex thing for me at this point.
I can't not think of,
I'm
like,
tainted by the internet.
yeah, I can't not think of the the stuff. So,
The stuff,
the gunk, the goo.
the goo, the baby batter.
Batter's too thick, though. It's not thick enough to be batter.
Yours might not be.
If yours is that thick, I'm worried. Batter's very thick. You need to do something about that. You go to a doctor, check something out.
We can get off this topic. I hate this already.
This man over here busting custard.
Custard.
Busting custard. That's a shirt. Busting custard.
Oh my god.
God
Custard.
damn.
That's nice.
Busting custard. Guess what the name of this episode's gonna be?
Do not name this episode Busting Custard.
Oh, but it's
I will log on and change it immediately.
no, it'd be funny. We named
No.
episode 2 Space Nazis. We can call something Busting Custard.
No, we are not naming it Busting Custard.
Fine, I will not name it busting. I'm just gonna name it. How can I just name it Custard? You know what? It'll be a secret.
You name it whatever you want to name it. I don't care.
I was gonna ask a question though. When we were talking about old fucking
Yeah.
like sayings, like
Yeah.
fucking pwned.
Pwned.
Do you have any of those that like are glued to your vocabulary? They cannot leave. Mine is epic. I say epic like it's no like
You do say epic a lot.
I can't not. It's permanent. I will be 80 saying epic.
Mm. I don't know. I don't really have much like super dated. I have words that are kind of going out of fashion, if you will, that I still say a lot. I say dead ass all the time.
Is that going out
Even
of fashion? I hear dead ass a lot.
I hear dead ass some, but not as much as it was like a year or two ago.
Mm.
I still say world star a lot, even though world star is a bygone era at this point.
I think that still exists though, right? World Star?
I mean, it still exists, but it's not as big as it was.
World Star hip hop. I love seeing old fight videos
Yeah.
with like the World Star hip hop logo and it's vertical, but it's cut down to a square because of like Instagram. So it's like this, like you could barely see anything in this little square, and you just see like the top edge, the top left corner of the World Star hip hop logo.
Yeah.
Like, that is my memory.
There's a Childish Gambino song that has an audio clip from like a fight or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it has people chanting like "World Star, World Star," and that's when it became really popular for me. And I sort of adopted it into my. I use it a lot practically though. I don't just say World Star. I use it as like when I'm playing games and shit.
You just call World Star.
I style on people.
You just got
World Star has found a new definition. World Star for me is when you fucking it's when you're getting lit up in a shooter game and you turn and fucking burn them and just embarrass them. That's the new definition. That's the new definition of World Star for me.
That's pretty much what mine is now because you say it so much.
Yeah.
I haven't said World Star. I never said it when it was big because I wasn't. That wasn't my thing, but that's like my image or my mental like definition of it is like what you just said, like turning around and shooting someone because you're the only one who says it.
Yeah.
So, I've not seen anyone who said it outside of going remember World Star. Like yeah. I like having old ass. I like the idea of catchphrases.
Mm-hmm.
I never like the best, I guess, I like the idea of them, but if you can't make one yourself, you have to naturally actually like develop it.
Right.
And I just find it like when I'm like, oh, that person says that a lot, that's their catchphrase now. Like in my brain, I'll think that. For you, it's like, hell yeah, we are was a big one. Hell yeah, we are. I don't know if we.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah, like that was a very prominent one. And then in my brain, another one is not a phrase but a noise, and it's when we're playing games and I'm like, man, oh, that gun is so broken. It sounds like I annoyed you because you'll go and I'm like, God, okay, I guess I'm boring. Like,
no, it's mostly I make that noise when I'm like very focused on whatever else I'm doing, and I'm just like in the back of my mind processing what you're saying, but trying to focus on my own thing.
The way it comes out, like the way you do it, is like very like I'm talking to my mom about Super Mario Bros. And she does not give a shit. Like that's the way it comes off. It comes off as like, yeah, sure, yeah, that's
sure,
great,
okay,
sweetie.
cool.
Like,
I love that. I love that. That's the vibe you get from that.
That is the vibe I'm sure everyone gets. It is
Probably,
very like, that's great, sweetie. Now go play over there with your friends. Oh, what a beautiful drawing. Puts it on the fridge.
That's not how it's meant to be, but I love that that's how it's become.
I never thought it was that, but that's how it sounds.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very funny. I want a soundboard of it. I want to be able to I want it hooked up so that during podcast episodes, Hmm.
You could just like we hop into a fucking game of Firebase Z and you can get enough just sound bites of me to fill a soundboard.
Yeah. I love the it'll be like round fucking 30 or walking in circles for like the last 45 minutes. Ask a question, no response. Which has happened multiple times and I've never re-asked it. I just let you think that I said like that's cool or something. So there's a bunch of questions I've asked you and you've never answered them. And I just leave it that way. You clearly did not know what was happening. You're in another world when you're training on Firebase C.
I really am. Yeah.
Off this planet.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It's
Speaking of
crazy.
off this planet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mars.
Yeah, Mars, future
Mars.
emperor. No, shit, I forgot. You said
Dude.
Mars and it fucked me up. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
You are squirrel brain today. You've had like 5 different times in this episode where you're like, I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Guess when I went to bed?
Late.
6 in the morning. I went to bed at 6 in the morning and woke up at 11:30. What are you fucking poking at? The people love to see your finger in close specs. Oh my god, stop it.
1 second.
When you trying to get the last Pringle out of the tube.
Now, you know this webcam that I have?
Yeah.
I literally put it out of the box and then we recorded and
Oh, you got blue shit on it. What the?
I got blue shit on it. There was film over top of the lens.
There was a film over the lens the entire time?
Yeah.
It looks the exact same though, so I don't know.
Well,
If it did, maybe there might have been a blue hue I never noticed, but it looks the same.
well,
That is interesting though.
film's gone.
We have in our studios, we have like these headphones that are wired to this table so that we
This looks a little crisper.
Yeah, it's probably sharper.
Yeah.
We have these headphones that are like Sennheiser brand headphones.
Right.
That are for the radio station studios. So, like these, it's like a glass wall with like a bunch of different like booths. And I was in there recording for someone for something, doing like their new talk show segment, and I was talking on it. And before we started, I was like, "What's this?" And these headphones have been in there for like, I think about a year.
Mm-hmm.
All of them had film unpeeled. No one peeled any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so tempted. I'm like, oh, you know what? What if it's not film? What if it's like a protective coat? Like I got really paranoid, so I didn't touch it. And I pointed out, and they're like, oh, probably. We just never touched it.
Yeah.
It's still there. I was like, I want to see how long it goes. So in that building, there's probably like 15 to 20 headphones with like out of the box like film still on all of them.
Yeah.
And there's some people who
I'd be
don't peel
peeling that shit.
It's so satisfying to peel that.
Yeah.
When I built my PC, I did not peel the film off the glass plate until it was complete. And I had those parts sitting in my basement for a month.
Mm.
And I opened the case immediately to make sure there was glass. I want to see if it was broken or not. It was fine, but I had it sitting there for a month. I had to resist the urge to peel it so much.
Yeah.
But when I built it, I plugged it in, turned it on, and the little LED turned on. And I went,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
So
like,
satisfying.
oh, holy shit! I bust.
Yeah.
it was like, oh, pretty crazy.
All right. It's time.
What's it time for? Oh shit!
I'm bringing what?
I was like, shit! It's been 43 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, it's not time. I'm gonna push that off a little bit further. We got some stuff planned for Spooktober.
May I intervene?
Absolutely.
The last time we had stuff planned, we never did it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be different this time. I swear.
I swear it'll be different. That's the definition of insanity. You know that?
So, we have some plans. We have, so it's since it's Spooktober,
Yeah.
and we kind of dabble in gaming content. We only have one gaming video posted so far,
Yeah.
but
We talk about
did
games a lot, though.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna play some horror games.
Yeah, it's gonna be poggers.
It's gonna be poggers.
Yeah.
I need to buy Outlast so we can do it. I was bringing this up because if there's anybody who's lasted this far into the video, drop some of your favorite horror games in the comments and we might play them.
Do that.
Do that. Give us
Yeah.
ideas. We are running out of them.
I have one. I have a
What's
game.
your?
I own
Yeah,
one. It's free.
yeah.
It's The Backrooms.
The Backrooms.
Yeah, it's like Temple Run, but if Temple Run was a 3D, it was a maze that
Right.
constantly does this because of the lights, it hums.
Right.
Do you know what the Backrooms are?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
It's like a creepypasta thing, but it's as far as you can get kind of thing, and you have to like check your watch to get your sanity. I just thought of bringing it up. Okay, continue.
Is it like PT where it's kind of just you're doing the same thing over and over again?
Yeah, but you try
A
to
little
get as
bit?
far as you can. It has a meter telling you how far you've gone, and it's this infinite maze of like wet, soggy carpet, yellow walls, and humming fluorescent lights. Because I know clipped out of reality into the back rooms.
You said soggy carpet, and I immediately was like, ugh, that's
yeah,
awful.
I know. I think it makes noises, if I'm not mistaken. It sounds like mushing.
That's awful.
Imagine like teleporting to the back rooms with socks on. Oh, no, no! I would take them off. I'd rather have moldy, wet carpet on my bare feet than with socks.
Yes, absolutely.
Before this derails any further, you were saying before I interrupted.
Oh, I think I said what I was meaning to say.
Oh no, you were setting up for other things we were gonna do. Plans.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up the Call of Duty thing again, but
oh, what's the Call of Duty thing?
okay. So since you're inviting me to actually divulge this topic and turn this into yet another Call of Duty centric segment on the show, my question is: so as we've very well established, the two of us are big fans of the Call of Duty franchise.
We're gamers.
We're gamers. My question is, I wanted to. It's not really a question. It's more of like a bringing to a little activity we can do. If you sitting in on the developers meetings for the next Call of Duty title, what are 3 changes or things you want to implement to make that a good game?
The next one coming up to Vanguard?
Well, like, I guess after Vanguard.
After like Vanguard is Modern Warfare 2. But
not something that's
lines.
not something that's like already built, like a new Call of Duty.
I can make my own.
But you have 3 things you can either implement or change to make it a good one. And this is a very broad. You can be like, well, I want it to be set in this, or you could say, well, I want lobbies to go back to staying together. Like it could be very small, it could be very big. Just 3 things that you want to either change or include or take away that you would make the Call of Duty a good one for you.
Okay, so it's more abstract. I thought it was like literal, but it's abstract kind of.
No,
like,
very abstract.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'd do is get rid of SBMM because it's annoying. And that would in turn recreate lobbies. So the reason lobbies don't exist is because of SBMM. It can't do that if you're in a lobby constantly. So that would in turn bring back lobbies. Then I would probably I would go to the head of the company, put a gun to his head, and force him to make the game have a 3-year life cycle.
Hey, you don't have to do that. You can just choose that as one of the things you implement.
I need to make clear that it's very important by putting a gun to this man's head. But
Okay.
And after that, I would make it so.
Jimmy.
I don't. That's all I really want. I guess they put shit. I think I only have two things I want.
Mm.
The zombies in it. There we go.
All right,
There we go.
sure.
Good zombies, not shit zombies.
So
Good
no
Treyarch zombies.
SBMM, 3-year life cycle, Treyarch zombies.
Yeah, that's all I want.
All right.
I do not care the time frame, anything. I couldn't care less.
Simple enough. Transition us.
Transition. You never said your three things.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't. Right. My three things. Well, two of them are same as yours. Honestly, I'm really tempted to just take all three of yours. But I'm not going to. But I will take two of yours and say, SBMM, get that shit out of here. If you like SBMM, it's because you're bad. And because you need it to constantly pair you up with other shitters. It completely ruined casual Call of Duty. So get that shit out of here. The second one that I'm going to steal from you is 3-year cycle. The third, as much as I do love Treyarch zombies, I'm going to, in order to keep mine slightly different and bring up something that I want included that's different, I'm going to say I want, it's a general thing, it's very vague of me to say, but I want more. So
More.
I want more maps for one. I don't remember how many maps Cold War launched with,
Not a
but
lot.
it was one zombies map and like 10 multiplayer maps.
It might even be less than 10. It might have been like 8.
Yeah,
It was bad. Not counting, I think counting the 2v2 stuff, I think it was like 11 or 12, but we don't count
just
those.
more maps, more guns. So it launched with what, 5 ARs, 5 SMGs, 3 or 4 tactical rifles, 3 snipers, like more weapons, more perks, more lethals, tacticals, equipment. I remember like Black Ops 2, which launched with like 10 ARs, 6 or 7 SMGs, and then they added the Peacekeeper later as free content, I think.
It was in one of the DLC packs.
Mm.
But yeah.
It got like after the game's life cycle though. I think it got released free for everyone.
Probably.
But yeah, just like more weapons. Give us like 6. Give us honestly like Call of Duty mobile style. A bunch of weapons per class. Give us 6 or 7 perks. Bring back proper wild cards. I don't really like Cold War's wild cards as much as I like Black Ops 2's wild cards. But like just more shit. Like Black Ops 2 had 9 tacticals you could choose from. And they all served a purpose. So it's not like they were just padding the numbers.
Everyone kind of ran the electric spikes.
A lot of people ran shotguns, which was very simple, but like the black hat was super cool. Where you could hack other people's equipment.
I like that you could look up and just hack UAVs.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I'm not saying bring back black hat, but definitely more shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like give us like at least 6 guns per class.
I think Vanguard is kind of doing that. Not 6 guns per class, but I think their like ARs are like insane amount of SMGs. They're doing more because that was a main complaint with Cold War is like very little thing, which everyone complains about the grind. The grind isn't the issue. The issue is how the grind works. The grind is bad only when you have to play extremely differently. Slightly differently is fine. Extremely differently is bad. If I need to sit in the corner of a map that I can look down one alleyway and get long shots at that distance, that's an issue. Right. Or if I need, like, you didn't experience this Modern Warfare, the mounted kills, It was a
Mm,
fucking stupid shit. Everyone hated it. It was stupid. Uh, the riot shield had a double kill challenge for a short period of time. That was stupid. I never messed with it, but
that's
some people
awful.
did. So more weapons isn't bad for grind if the grind is good. So
Right.
like then it's a fun grind because people who play COD like grind. They won't admit it, but
Yeah.
it's like 80% of the game is doing the same shit over and over to earn something that makes your gun shiny. So
Yeah. Bring back like Black Ops 2's system of camos, where it was like the first 10 camos were all just headshots.
Mhm.
And then after that, it was like there was one camo for like bloodthirsties, one for double kills, one for long shots, one for uh, kills with no attachments, one for kills with 5 attachments. Bring back that system where it's like you have a big bulk of the camos. The basic bitch camos are just like headshots, and then have the after you do the headshots, then have one camo for bloodthirsties, one for long shots, one for double kills.
Mhm.
I don't hate including long shots as a camo requirement, but it needs it's like what? It's like 50 or 75 long shots.
It's
That's fucking ridiculous.
yeah, it should be like 25. And then
Yeah.
like 25 you
I
get one camo and then you go to the next challenge.
yeah, I think it was 20 or 25 in Black Ops 2. It's ridiculous. And like
It's yeah.
even I dread to I know Vanguard's going to be just like Modern Warfare and its camo grind,
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
which is going to be terrible.
I'm not going to even
But
bother,
like
I don't think.
um but like what the the one that's shit in Cold War, the one where it's like kill enemies who are stunned, blinded, or detected by your field upgrades equipment,
Mhm.
score streaks. I hate that one. It's not particularly hard. It's tedious and annoying,
Yeah.
but it's like you said, it completely has to change the way you play the game.
Yeah, cuz you have to run different stuff.
Yeah,
If the weapon camo challenge should only have to affect the gun, not the rest of your class.
right. Yeah,
Like weapon attachment challenges, that's fine cuz it's changing what your gun does, but you can play the same.
right.
It's not like, oh, you have to run stuns now instead of smokes if you ran smokes all the time. Or, sorry, field mic now. Field
Yeah,
mic time.
I run stims, trophies, and then the basic I run napalm, cruise missile, artillery strike. I have to completely change all of that. Put on stuns, put on field mics, put on fucking gearheads so those field mics charge faster, change all my score streaks, and that's just it completely changes the way you have to play the game, and it's awful.
Which I also think changing how you have to play can be done well, too, if it's not a camo challenge, or if it's a camo challenge, it's not gun specific.
Mhm.
I think they should have universal challenges for guns or for camos.
Mm,
They need to do gun challenges where it's focused on the gun,
right.
long shots, attachments, whatever the fuck, headshots, and then
Hmm.
they should have like with ARs get 3 million. I don't know, some
Yeah.
get 5,000 headshots or some crazy big number of things that you can slowly work towards, or like with ARs get get 3,000 total kills with ARs with no attachments or something stupid like dumb.
Hmm.
You can put those dumb challenges for universal challenges that's like weapon category specific or something. That's like then people won't care because it's like only the weirdos are gonna do them.
Yeah.
No one's like Joe Schmo isn't gonna go. Oh, I need that. It's like I don't know, fucking pink with hearts all over it. No, like they
Could you
would
like
do like it's
yeah.
so easy to come up with it, but they don't do it. It's like, ah, oh,
Yeah, and another thing with that could be like to get gold or dark matter or Damascus, whatever, like have there be the basic challenges and then have extra camos that can be done through the other stuff that don't apply to the gold and dark matter and stuff like that. Like you said, like and it could be very simple where you do like all your basic weapon camos could be the typical run of the mill like this one is camo. This one's camo but a different color scheme. This one looks like a tiger print or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Your basic bitch camos you can make as your typical weapon camos, and you can use those to build up to gold, dark matter, Damascus, whatever. And then all your, or not all, because they're still gonna want to make money as much as I would not want them to.
I mean, mainly they're gonna. I think the
Um,
go-to now is forever gonna be that shop with bundles.
yeah, yeah. But like in Black Ops 2, some of the DLC camos in the personalization packs were like animated or they were specialty, like they looked different than a typical camo. Like there was like the cyborg one which kind of glowed a little bit.
Yeah,
And there was like the dragon one which was like it had more texture because it was like dragon scales. Have those fancy camos then be the universal challenges you're talking about.
that are like. I think they should be hard too. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be like 100 headshots with ARs. Like it needs to
Yeah.
be like some dumb shit. Like because then it's okay to do that because it's like a special thing that's independent. Like
Yeah.
get a 100 one-shot kill wall bangs with snipers.
Sure.
Like, you could do that shit, and no one's gonna bitch because it's not required. It would not matter if it isn't part of the tier list to get to like gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Then it would be like, oh, this guy has that. He did that. That's crazy. He's an idiot. Why would
Yeah.
he do that?
And you can do like, yeah, and I'm thinking like ideas that I'm getting when you're talking about that. Like one could be like if you get a nuclear with this gun, and you'll unlock a nuclear themed camo
Yeah, it's
for
got,
that.
like a fucking thing on it. Yeah, like that'd be cool.
And like I was thinking like when you first started talking about it, I was like doing Easter eggs on all the maps. Like for like in Cold War, if you do the D machine Easter egg, you get a special camo for all your guns in zombies.
That'd be so cool.
And you could do that for every zombies map. And
What do you mean?
yeah,
You get rewards already. You get calling cards.
you get a calling
They're
card.
not, dude.
Whoa.
That is the biggest issue with doing the Easter eggs in Cold War, and I will stand by it. The reward is nothing. Well, you get like
Right.
Ethereum and shit, but that doesn't count. Like you get a calling card, and it's not even animated. It's a still image. You get a still image calling card for doing the machines. I think for Firebase, for both of the outbreaks, and for Mauer, you get a still image calling card. That is disrespectful. At least make it move. It's not hard. It's a fucking GIF. I believe you. I believe in you. You can do it. But they don't. It's so fucking annoying.
Also, there's another idea I had that would be cool. Is like, so in Black Ops 2, in Green Run maps, which Green Run was like Misty, Stew,
Yeah.
like Transit, Die Rise, Buried. In those maps, there were like secret like challenges you could do that gave you in-game buffs. Like the one that
The
comes to my mind is
perma-perks.
like the perma perks, where like if you rebuild 200 barriers, when the next barriers you rebuild are like stronger.
Mhm.
Bring back perma perks. It's such a cool little small thing.
They should bring back perma-perks, but it's not like fucking hidden and not
Yeah,
game specific. So they're not game specific in Black Ops 2, but they like go away after a while. I don't remember how it works, but they do
Yeah.
go away eventually. I think it should be a permanent upgrade, and it's
Right.
not as powerful. Because if it's too powerful and it's a permanent upgrade, it's just a clear advantage for like some
Right.
dude who built barriers for 3 hours. But like stuff like in Cold War you get 250 for maxing out jug. When you drink your jug, your health goes to 250
yeah.
instead of 200. Or no,
Mhm.
it starts at 100, then you go to 150 I don't remember. It goes
It starts
250
with
max.
150, then it goes 200, then 250.
Maybe
when you
maybe the jug perma perk it goes to 275. There we go.
Right, yeah.
Just like
Just
a
like
little
small
buff. Just a
stuff.
little buff. Or fucking speed cola affects the box and barriers as well as reloading, of course. They should
Mhm.
do like if you spin the box a certain amount of times or build barriers a certain amount of times, it boosts speed cola. You reload a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
And the box is like you hit it and it goes and instant instead of doing like the 1-2 instant. It's
Yeah.
literally instant. Or like stamina up, you just fucking run a long time. Boom, you're a little faster. Or like I don't know, you jump higher. I don't know. Like you could do like cool little buffs that
hmm
like, and you can have like a progress bar or something to like show so they know, because if they're super hidden, then no one's gonna fucking no one's gonna care.
Integrate the dark ops challenges into that as well.
Yes, I think they should
Because
be dark. They should be. You know that they're there, but you can't exactly see what they are. Maybe they give you hints or something. I don't know.
right, like I have like 8 different dark ops challenges in zombies and Cold War done, and they're all just bland, generic calling cards that I'm never gonna run.
Yeah, and they're like hidden and special. Like
Yeah, and
fucking.
I'm thinking there's the one dark ops challenge that Sil told me about that I'm steadily working towards, which is the 1 million zombie kills,
Oh yeah.
which I'll get event in the year 2026 or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, like make that because when I get it, I'm gonna be like, in a moment, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I finally did it, and then I'm gonna go to the
It's
barracks
gonna be a
into my player
still
identity
boring image.
to get the green dot off the screen, and it's gonna be a still boring calling card that I'm gonna go, cool, and then just never think about it again.
Yeah.
Actually, make that shit matter.
Yeah, make it something cool that people actually want, not a
Yeah,
still image. At least make it move, or I think they should have exclusive challenges. I think they should have globals. So, I actually had this idea from like MMOs and shit. But they
mm,
have this thing where it's like a global thing where it's like first person to do this task, you get this thing and you're the only one who has it. I don't
mm,
care if I never get any of them. I just want to know it exists and that'd be cool as shit. In my eyes, that'd be cool.
right,
Or like another idea, that idea as well. But also another idea would be like everyone, it's a globals by the idea of like get a collective 3 billion kills, and everyone who
right,
owns the game progresses towards it, and if they do, they hit it, everyone gets this camo. If you played during the
yeah,
play
yeah,
it was there, obviously. But like that'd be
yeah.
cool. And
That is a
you
really
get
good
like
idea.
one and it's got like it's like people on this, like it'd be so cool, like you could do so much cool shit, but no one does because money.
Money,
Money.
money.
This wouldn't be that hard to do though. Like
Nah, it wouldn't.
they have a million fucking bundles. Most of them are stupid and not cool, and no one buys them. So like, make them challenges.
Yeah,
Save like the fucking like I understand like the Maxis bundle and the Weaver bundle like that. I understand that and why they're doing that way.
mhm,
And if I was a businessman, I'd do it that way too. But like some of the shit like the anime bundles, those could be challenges. Like
yeah, yeah,
how many people are actually buying those for real? They're not money makers when compared to like the Judge Dredd bundle or the fucking
right.
action, the Rambo. Like the amount
The
of Rambos
Rambo.
I still see running around. Everyone fucking bought the Rambo one, so it's like it is like who
You're
knows?
still gonna make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
The difference is gonna be like it's a drop in the bucket for a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Activision.
hmm
Just pay it back towards your fucking fan base who are on there grinding away at that game for fucking nothing. Like treat your fan base with a little bit more respect.
and I also it's probably a good disclaimer to have. It's probably not the developers choosing this. The devs probably have all these cool fucking ideas,
Right, yeah.
and the I don't know who they would be. The whoever they talk to about money and shit would be like,
Yeah.
nah, sorry, we can't do that. Like that's why is SPMM there? Because when they implemented it, they started getting more money. So they're not going to
Right.
get rid of it till it doesn't get any more money. So
Right.
until that it doesn't even out. So like clearly it's working. So everything they do is the reason they do all this dumb shit is because it works. So when people say like no one likes this, it's like no, someone does because they're getting millions off this.
Right.
That's why I hate it when people say the game's dead. Like no, the game's not dead.
No, it's not.
It tops digital sales, I believe, like every single
Yep.
every quarter until the game
Yep.
dies, and then the next game tops the sales. So it's like,
Right.
yeah, dead game, guys. Woo,
Ooh.
3 billion active players, dead game. Guys. Like the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the COD community is just bad at asking for what they want. They just yell at you. They need to be more
Yeah.
nice and be like, hey guys, it would be pretty epic if you did this, instead of going dead game. I hate you, developer. I hope your building burns down.
Hmm.
But we are reaching that point in time
Yeah.
where we need to start wrapping this up. So,
Yeah.
is there any final? Oh shit! Ooh, allergies. Is there any final last things that you wish to say to the people for episode 10? This is the
The
10-week
10th episode,
anniversary.
double digits. If you made it this far in the video, love ya. Hit that subscribe button. You made it this far anyway. Might as well, right?
Watch this
And
be the 9th episode and I miscounted.
it's
If it is, I'll make a joke about it in the title. I don't think it is, though.
yeah,
But
double
yeah,
digits. It's cool. Let's keep it going. I'm excited for the future of this thing we
triples.
got going on here.
Triple net.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I kept interrupting you and clearly ruined your vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. No thoughts, just vibes. Thanks for watching. Deuces.
Deuces.